Ooh, very interesting. So make sure you use code KML in game if you're still hanging out in the Rivals community. You know, I need to play that game more. It's a good game. It's not a game that I want to compete in, but it's definitely a breath of fresh air every now and then. You know, it's also a breath of fresh air though, seeing Smub on the screen, because you already know it. He's been the MDVA's finest and proudest for the longest time. Of course, you still got Meow as well. Very, very solid player in his own right, playing the game and watch. The thing about Meow's play, I would say it's very unpredictable sometimes. In the sense that he really does feel like he can take it over anybody in the DMV. He took it over Tempo 3-1 earlier in winners semis. And is now maybe looking to do the same versus Smub. And that big body character, you know, Smub would be the kind of guy to overcome a matchup like this. But if Meow is just playing absolutely on point, you know, this could be the Goldilocks run for him. In terms of those characters he's running into. But I love Smub right there, using that dash under to feint like he's maybe going to up smash the landing, so Meow not wanting to key there. It's that very, very subtle level of conditioning that you really only get as you respect like good players' options. Where it's like, you know, this good option is going to come out from this player, so you gotta put yourself in a good position for it. Meow, though, nickeling and diming out here, does end up getting the neutral air. And we got the trio, the three musketeers, if you will, and a little up air as well. Oh, and we got that up B coming out. Up air is trying to call out the landing. Smub trying to find his way back to the ground, and that down tilt and up air out of the corner. Meow just barely missing that neutral air off the side. Now Smub with control over the game. And this ledge play going to be trying to come out. But great neutral air in disadvantage for Meow is going to just clip the wings of Rebellion coming out from Smub. And now we're faking like we're going to back air. And oh, Smub actually falling out of the back air, but the double hit of up B. And I feel like that was untechable because even though Smub got the first tech, he might have still been in the lockout window for the second. It's an interaction that a lot of people forget about. Oh, and just forces out all of those jumps, forces out all of those options. And look at this right now. Meow pieced him up on that edge guard. And regardless of the character's placement on the tier list, you do have to appreciate Meow's ability to capitalize off of that situation. We get the first back air, call out the other two double jumps, catch that up B off the bottom, catch the forced side B, and it's just a checkmate situation. And even though it was checkmate in 10, it's still pretty cool to see that all playing out and work come to fruition. So Meow right now on the local run of his life, looking to potentially take it over the likes of Smub, but of course you have to get that game over screen. And Smub is not the kind of player you want to play with your food with. Just because he has that experience of overcoming those matchups. And oh my goodness, we're looking for the 9 right there. Can he get that 1? And we're going to get the lead right back either way. But Meow, definitely the pace setter right here. And unlike in the previous set, in JJ versus Glory, where I feel like, you know, setting the pace was really important for Glory to do, that's not really the case for Smub's Ridley, because even though, like, Ridley doesn't have crazy combos, it really just comes down to that advantage state, as we've seen time and time again, and he just needs that 1 or 2 good openings, and then to capitalize off of that opening as much as possible. So even though he's getting hit for quite a bit of percent here, as you can see, he's come right back at it to turn around against Meow here, and actually having the lead and getting that ledge trap going with the F-tilt. Ill-advised get-up attack, as Meow is going to go out there. And I love the gall to be able to go out there with the back air versus Ridley up B. It's a very difficult up B to challenge outright, and most characters, you know, unless you have a sword or a projectile, you're going to get hit there. But I like the idea of trying to challenge it and saying, hey, Smub, you gotta mix up your recoveries, because I know this is coming. I know this is coming, and I can get up in there. So now Meow doing the Game & Watch stuff, what he does best, the neutral airs and the up airs, pulling out those juggling tools. Great poke from Smub coming out, though, and this is the Smub zone. You have to be super careful of how you get past. And I love the roll-through jab. Just a little bit of a tricky, unexpected option to pull on through. But smub, just like in that game number 1, is going to call out that double jump again with the up air. And I do like that Meow isn't necessarily abusing up B and disadvantage too much, but of course getting your double jump called out like that is not going to be the best option. Here we go, though. Smub now built a small little lead for himself. Meow looking to land back on the ground. We're going to use that key right there, but nothing of substance. I think the hardest part for Game & Watch, you know, is unless we actually have smub stuck definitively at the ledge, it's going to be very difficult to actually nail that kill down, guaranteed. Because Game & Watch isn't the kind of character that really has reliable kill confirms. He really is just the whiff punisher and is actually going to find the down tilt there. Going to prime potentially for the 9 coming up. We see the 5 coming out from side B. And when you're this far behind as Game & Watch, it just kind of is the right thing to do to at least like see if you've got it in the back pocket. Side B though, going to be doing it off the side, yeah. Game & Watch, 3rd lightest character in the game by mass. By that weight. So that side B going to kill at a humble 120%, but calling out Meow, just neutral getting up once again, holding that shield down as the Game & Watch does. So we'll see if Meow is able to mix it up off of the ledge just a little bit better coming into this next game. I feel like that was the biggest thing, and it's always the biggest thing for smubs really in particular, but you know, see what other options that we can pull out to force smub to maybe have to think about and have to hesitate a little bit. Because, you know, he's not going to be winning that neutral quite as often as the Game & Watch is, or at least not as easily, so forcing him to think about 1 or 2 extra interactions is going to be key for Meow to hold on to the set lead that he once had. I love that we're mixing up these options coming out in neutral as well. And also, I didn't point this out, but the stage switch over to Battlefield, not really sure if that's like comfort pick or whatever. I mean, it certainly is a good stage for Game & Watch because it just makes it a lot easier for him to continue pressure with those up airs once he's in advantage. So Meow trying to roll on through and actually getting sweet spot for it. A lot of people forget this, but the beginning of your roll is not totally invincible, so Smub doing a great job of calling it out before that invincibility kicks on. What a great parry coming out from Meow, putting on a little bit more of the damage, but it's the same issue that I was seeing in the last game, right? Where is that kill from Meow? What's the option going to be? And Smub getting that pivot up tilt to take it very early versus Meow with all that rage on lock. Gotta be careful if you're Meow here. You don't want Smub to hold on to this rage for too long because then it can just lead to that tipper forward tilt killing even earlier off the side. Or that forward smash, of course. We're gonna just be throwing it out there like that. Here comes the down tilt. Not catching the double jump this time, but great weight from Smub is gonna continue to extend this lead and does get the down tilt and up air. I think at that percent it was a true combo. Oh! Okay. Here we go. Smub doing a great job of just extending this lead, saying, you know what, Meow, you got one. Everybody gets one. But if you want to get another one, I'm not going to make it easy on you to do. It's Meow really far behind right now. Is going to have to look for a more creative way to get in there in neutral. Here come the neutralers coming up. 1, 2, Mr. Owl. It's 3 licks to the center of the Tootsie Pop, but still no stock. 78, now 92% having this Ridley in the corner. If we can get an early one here, I like the idea with the down smash coming out. Maybe could have pulled the trigger just a little bit earlier. Meow now stuck at ledge, hanging on for dear life, trying to throw out just anything to get in there, but that forward tilt is going to put Smub up 2-1 in the set. Sometimes it just be like that. You gotta play perfectly. Gotta have that perfect play with those lower tier characters, but if you're able to really hang on to it and master what those characters can do, shows that even in some of the hardest of matchups, you still got some tricks up your sleeve, you still got some ideas to pull out in there. You can absolutely make it work. So here we go from Meow. Great start for him. Neutral airs into the up air. Great job catching the landing as well. Already dealing 95% unanswered. And this is more like it. This is more of what I was expecting from Meow, where we're going to maximize our advantage state as much as possible. Smub might get a hit or two in neutral, but at the end of the day, we got those edge guards going. Great job challenging the up B and not going to have enough sauce. No double jumps for Smub before using that up B, so great edge guard coming out from Meow, and this percentage not going to matter too much as long as we can get ourselves on the board, control the onus, or the pace of the match, and put that onus on Smub to make those approaches. But oh, we're going to make it look easy for him, almost putting that stock in a platter, but finally we get the down throw into those double neutral airs. Not going to be as much damage as that first stock, but Meow still happy to take what he can get. Forward tilt putting this game to watch off to the side. There we go, up tilt, not going to take it this time as well, and I think that interaction right there is showing just how much rage actually does matter in this game. Of course, it isn't the menace that it was in Smash 4, but you remember in that game, number 3, it killed Meow with not so great DI, albeit, but it killed him at 106, and Meow was comfortably living to 140 after the hit. And here we go, Smub getting the great read, knowing that Meow was going to shield there, and Meow a little scared of maybe that back air or something coming out. Now that lead that he once had is dwindling as Smub is starting to pick apart his habits and doing a great job of whiff punishing these missed aerials. Down tilt on shield, not quite going to get punished. Now it's Meow's turn to get up in there, get the stock, and Smub, great job baiting out Meow, saying, okay, I've conditioned you not to double jump now, so waiting for that other option. And of course, side B on the neutral get up once again. Smub looking to take this in 3-1 fashion. Here we go. Down tilt, forward air coming out from Smub. A nice neutral air dodge to get up in there. Meow still not killing with the down air off the side. But that forward air will take it. So Meow, 52% on him. If he wants to stay in winners, it is ride or die right now at 91%. Cannot eat another one of those up smashes. Cannot eat another tipper forward tilt. So one more will seal the deal, and Smub is not going to be letting go easily. What's the option going to be? Great two-frame coming out. Oh, and Meow, very, very cute recovery route with the neutral air and having just enough gas in the tank to be able to get that air dodge going, but panics once more. Neutral get up, caught on reaction by Smub. Now I will let my viewers at home know I was hoping to be able to maybe sneak my way into